The episode starts off and we see Antonio giving the group a demonstration about how his symbol power is digital and not how the other Rangers do it. And this nigga Kevin is hating on Antonio, talking about this nigga is a computer nerd, not a samurai. Kevin acting like he's been at this for 30 years. Come down, my nigga.
I started to like him, but he got too much fuck nigga in him. I can't like them type nigga, man.
The scene switches and we see Antonio at the port doing a whole lot of little bit of this, little bit of that. That's when we see the other Power Rangers approaching and Antonio noticed Kevin didn't show up. Kevin did not want to fuck with this nigga. And they tell Antonio the only way to get Kevin to fuck with you is if you become a true samurai, if you embody the samurai way, which makes absolutely no sense to me because this nigga Mike does not embody the samurai way, but somehow Kevin fucks with him, bro. This gotta be racist, bro. Kevin don't like the Mexicans. Instead of this nigga Antonio doing the normal thing and going up to Kevin and asking him to teach him how to be a true samurai, this nigga Antonio decides to put hidden cameras around the dojo, bro. No wonder this nigga is not fucked with, bro. You doing some weird shit, my nigga. Then we see Antonio watching Kevin train, trying to learn how to be a samurai. I've never seen this type of glaze in my life ever since y'all niggas started glazing LeBron. We had grown men using talents they never knew they had to make LeBron songs. Y'all niggas were weird, brother. Antonio deciding watching Kevin wasn't enough, he decides to stalk Kevin on his morning runs just for Kevin to hear a strange noise and to reveal he knew Antonio was watching and following him this entire time. I mean, this nigga Antonio is just terrible. He's terrible at being a samurai and he's terrible at stalking. Stick to fishing, buddy. So when they get to the spot where the noise was coming from, they see a bunch of Moogers around a well. So they decide to call for backup just for them niggas to pull out the switch and blast at them boys. Instead of waiting for backup, they decide to go 2 versus 50 against the Moogers, and this must be a worse decision than Arsenal letting this nigga Gabriel take an important penalty, because the Moogers make easy work of these boys. I mean, they turn these two niggas into a full course meal. Kevin and Antonio taking a big L, then getting thrown off the cliff, but the Moogers were not done with these boys, with this noodle face looking ass bitch sending out a troop to make sure these boys are gone. The cameraman pans over and we see these niggas Kevin and Antonio battered and bruised, trying to find a way to reach the other Rangers. I'm sorry, these boys are genuinely sorry. Without Jada, this team would have gotten wiped first day. But since they couldn't reach the other Rangers and Antonio with a broken arm, Kevin decides he's like that and he goes and fights the Moogers alone. And this nigga Kevin actually starts putting in work. Nah, wait a minute. Why the fuck is this nigga Kevin outperforming himself when he's in the Ranger form? I'm telling you, bro, the Ranger form makes these niggas ass. Look at every Power Ranger series. These niggas always put belt to ass when they're not in the Ranger form. They only start losing when they're Power Rangers, bro. That shit is a weakness. My boy Kevin managing to take a sword out of the other movers, but then these boys start jumping my boy, sending Kevin to the ground. But don't worry, Antonio with his broken arm, by the way, starts putting belt to ass. Also, another example, these boys always perform out of the Ranger suit. You think he was gonna perform better with his broken arm in the Ranger suit or when he's human? I'm telling you, that shit is holding them niggas back. Then these niggas start talking about some sappy shit about how Antonio knows what a true samurai is and how Kevin judged him too soon. But now go lie to y'all niggas, nobody ain't got time for that. The scene switches and we see these niggas in the middle of bumfuck and nowhere getting washed by the Mooger once again, with these boys just slipping off that boy. Now I understand what Mick Mill was going through in them Diddy parties, with the Mooger getting ready to turn these boys into a rod wave meal. Non-existent, but that's when the GOAT comes in to save these boys. Oh my god, he's so tough. And these boys decide it's fuck a 1v1. Let's jump this nigga. And they make bro taste the rainbow, hitting him with all different colors. Had me thinking this was a gay parade. Kevin and Antonio, wanting their get back from earlier, decides to tag team this nigga, hitting bro with different symbols he's never seen, getting sliced and diced from different directions, sending that nigga in his well where he blows up and these niggas face the camera and hit that fucking pose. And of course these niggas always come back mega, but I'm not gonna cover that cause yet again, ain't nobody got time for that. With them managing to defeat the big ass monster, the episode comes to an end with Kevin finally accepting Antonio as the 6th Power Ranger. This show was genuinely peak, gotta be one of the best Power Ranger shows out there, if not the best Power Ranger shows out there. But y'all know I had to drop another one on your heads, expect another video on Friday, so that's why I'm gonna leave y'all boys. Please like, comment, subscribe, see y'all boys on the next one.